Judgement? What was the big goal?
The big goal of Judgement was bringing back the intensity to Gears of War. I mean, we're lucky enough to have this rich fiction in the Gears of War franchise that, you know, we looked at Gears 1, 2, 3 and we realized that if we went back to the beginning, right, back to when the Locusts were all fresh and new, like right after Emergence Day when everything's destroyed, like we could bring back this intensity that we hadn't seen in Gears of War since before Gears 1.
Well, I mean, playing with the controls, it is interesting how you guys have put things up, and it's just subtle, but it's enough that it makes things a little quicker, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah, everything's streamlined. So you probably noticed, yeah, when you pick up the controller that we have a quick weapon swap now on Y. And so, like, you know, you're swapping weapons quickly. We have automatic ammo pickup, and then, you know, so just as you walk over, it vacuums it up, right, without having to stop and pick it up. And then the other thing you might have noticed is that the grenade now is on the left button. And so as you're running, boom, you can just tap it and drop a grenade at your feet, drop a grenade where you want to. If you want the traditional, you know, kind of arc to the grenade, then you hold it and you can aim the grenade where you want to. But all these things, like no fumbling around with the D-pad, quick weapon swap, quick grenade toss, all these things are into, yeah, make it a faster pace overall.
Seems really quick.
Yep, yeah. Absolutely. That was one of the big intents.
I mean, what was the hardest part about, I guess, reinvention or even just getting the story done?
Well, it's all iterative, right? I mean, that's kind of the way that Epic works is, you know, a lot of the stuff we had working in pre-production, right? Like early prototyping, and then every day we playtest, right? So it's a playtest culture. We playtest like 2-3 hours every day, and we'll make a bunch of suggestions, and then more often than not, like the next day, those things will be in, we'll decide what we liked, what we didn't like, and then just kind of keep taking it further. So it's less about, hey, we're going to reinvent this big thing, and more just about, hey, how can we make this better every day?
So what do you think fans should be excited about for Judgement? What's the big thing for you?
Well, there's a couple of things they should be excited about. Obviously, in the multiplayer mode, the things that people are really latching onto is Overrun, right? This new multiplayer mode, 5-on-5, right? COG versus Locust, class-based mode where you can play as a medic, play as an engineer, right? So in multiplayer, we have a lot of new mode offerings, but Overrun specifically is something that people just can't get enough of, right? And then the campaign, you know, it's that intensity that we talked about, right? It's like bringing back, we have a couple of new systems in the campaign. We have a system called the Smart Spawn system in the campaign, which every time you play through it, you'll get different enemy lists coming from different directions. So you might play through it once and get like, you know, Ragers and Maulers, and then you might play through it again and you get a huge wave of tickers coming at you from behind, right? And so, you know, keep you on your toes as you're playing. So yeah, lots of intensity happening in the primary campaign.
That's cool. So what else? I guess the one thing I'm wondering is, with any new version of the game, there is that fear of breaking it. What do you think defines it that you've got to protect to make it still the same game that fans love?
Well, I think we definitely have to keep true to the Gears fiction, right? I mean, that's the Gears fiction. A lot of people follow, and a lot of people are you know, really close to it, and as we are ourselves, right? And so that's really the one tenet. The one thing that I think is unbreakable to us is, you know, like Barrett as a character, Cole as a character. What do these people like? How do they fit into the fiction? But I think the gameplay mechanics and things like that, you know, the way that Epic works is we're always pushing boundaries, right? We're always trying to keep it fresh and push the boundaries and bring players what they want. So, you know, keep true to the fiction and keep true to the lore, but, you know, push the gameplay and give the players what they want.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely, man. Thanks.